Hello everyone. In this video I am going to explain you about the foundation of a group behavior. Before going into the topic, we should know what is a group. Group is defined as a two or more individuals who mutually influence one another through social interaction. And otherwise it is also known as a two or more individual interacting and interdependent who have come together to achieve particular objects. Corporate giants like Toyota, Motorola, Generally Mills and General Electric were the first to use groups. Today, most organizations from different types of groups to achieve specific results. Some said that group is defined as a collection of individuals. The member accept a common task, become interdependent in their performance and interact with one another to promote its accomplishments. And why do we join group? It is because group achievements need satisfaction, security, status, self-estimation, power, interpersonal attraction. And now next coming to the characteristics of group, it is a member engaged in frequent interaction. Those involved define themselves as group member. Other define members as belonging to a particular group. They share common norms and mutual interest. They feel a sense of collective responsibilities. They act in a unified way towards the organization. Groups helps us to overcome our shortcomings. We can overcome our mistakes by discussion with the members who are present in our group. It's the main advantage of the groups. And now next coming to the types of groups. There are two types. One is formal group, another is informal group. Coming to formal group, the formal groups are formed deliberately and consciously collective to direct the effect of group members, especially the employees towards the accomplishment of organization objects, to help the others in the group to learn new skills and to know about the details of the organization environmental. And now coming to informal groups. Informal groups are those groups that get created spontaneously as soon as individuals started interacting with each other. It is assumed that more activity people share with each other, more will be the interaction among them, and more sentiments by they generate for each other. Now, the types of formal groups are command groups, task groups, committee groups. Command groups. Command groups are composed of manager and the employees. Task groups. Those working together to complete a job or a task. Committee. A specialized group consists of employees who have to be chosen or elected to carry out some crucial functions. For example, the and guidelines to have a success committee. The purpose and the authority structure of the committee. Their task, responsibilities, role, and deadline should be clearly specified. The manner of reporting should be clear defined. The method of recruitment should be clear specified. The budget of for the committee should be established. And the characteristics of these informal groups are the informal groups are created independent by collegious regardless of positions, actual jobs in the organizations or age. They have no official listed leaders, rather leadership is earned either through contribution to the group of experience or even influence. And now next coming to the group work groups and work team. First of all, the difference between group and team is group has a leader chosen by the members, but in either in team they share the role of leadership. In groups, individual accountability, but in team, accountability is mutual and individual. In groups, there is individual work, but in a team, there is a collective work. In groups, discussion, decisions, declarations of work for each other, but in team, discussion, decision, and sharing of work. These are the difference between the group and team. And now next coming to stages of group development. There are five stages in the stages of group development. One is forming stage, storming stage, norming stage, performing stage, adjourning stage. In this video, I just simple definition about these five stages. First, coming to the forming stages, it's a highly influenced by emotional factor and interpersonal relationship between the members. And next, coming to the storming stage, it is interpersonal conflicts arises and difference of opinion about the group and its goals with surfaces. And now next, coming to the norming stages, it's a formal and informal procedure are established in the deleting task responsibilities of questions and in the process of which group functions. And next, coming to fourth one, performing stages, it is defined as this is a level where the team is high performance team. They can be given new projects and tasks and accomplish them successfully and very seldom fall back into the storming phase. And now last, coming to adjourning stages, it is defined as it is the end of the task and disengagement from relationship. And next, coming to group role, it is a role, a set of expected behavior pattern attributed to someone occupying a group position in social unit. These are the some of the role identity, role perceptions, role expectations, role overload, role ambiguity, role conflicts. And these are the definitions of these roles. And now next, coming to roles taken by the employees. Task oriented role, people oriented role, essayers, isolates, old timers, climbers. These are. Now coming to old timers means it's around for a long time. Climbers can risk anything to move ahead like that. And next, coming to the structure of group. Structure of group is status, size, compositions, and cohesives. Status: a social defined positions or rank given in the group member. These are the some of the definitions about the status, sizes, compositions, and cohesive.